Welcome back, y'all, to another ecstatic edition of Minor League Esports. Right now, we have our Grand Finals 3s for ML in the moment. We are sponsored by APM Music, and I am so ready to see these teams meet once again. We saw them in 2s, now we get to see them once more in 3s. And joining me today is the wonderful, fantastic, and odd fellow. Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening to you, Cole. I am so excited to be back. Man, it's crazy that I casted these two teams last night for 2s, and now here I am casting them again for 3s. And an interesting thing to note, for this season, these two teams, the Dodgers and the Lightning, were the only two teams to field both teams in 2s and 3s in the same league. So having the Dodgers and the Lightning playing each other for the Masters League Championship in 2s and 3s, that's the only time that's happening this season, and I think that's pretty cool.
I love that. I love being able to have a chance to see teams run it back and see who's better, because we're seeing an entirely different Lightning lineup, I believe, compared to last night. But we have two familiar faces on the Dodgers side. Star player Yellow, supported by Erishgal and Kato as well, who we know are terrifying on the field, especially when they all work together. I have cast them before, and I am excited to cast them again.
I saw some insane clips out of Yellow last night. I am looking for more of the same coming out of her tonight. And I do want to publicly say I called what she did yesterday a backwards musty. Turns out that was a classy, or whatever it is, classify, whatever that thing's called. So I apologize for screwing that up. Yeah, there's many names. But
there's too many names for maneuvers.
Either way, so last night the Dodgers fielded Yellow and Kato, and they played against Richard is Bad and Goldfish. Tonight the Lightning are fielding a completely different lineup. So it'll be so interesting to see how the Dodgers are able to adjust to that, and if this Lightning lineup learns anything from last night, as Yellow almost starts things off, going for a doozy off of the backboard already.
Erishgal sending it over to the center of the field right now. Oceans looking for a touch here as Yellow 50s it off of Oceans over Plamato, almost gets the touchdown, misses it. Plamato getting a fantastic save. Ryan tries to take control. Yellow puts that ball on target, sends it right over Ryan and sends it right in home. Still getting that goal she wanted earlier.
And already the Dodgers starting to come off hot, and Yellow getting the first goal of the game here is just icing on the cake. That was fantastic offensive pressure from the Dodgers for that entire 30-second period. The rotations were clean. Everything was quick. Everyone was right where they needed to be. The defensive rotations and positioning from the Lightning were good as well. The Dodgers just managed to get one good 50, which a lot of times is all you need to finally put some points on the board. So as the first 60 seconds start to tick away here in this game, Cole, right now the Dodgers having some momentum, but the Lightning have all the power to come back here.
There Plamato immediately puts a shot on target. As we say it, Lightning take that momentum, and Plamato solo play, gets a pop-up in the air, gets it right around Erishgal, who's just a little bit late and a little bit too low to get that save, tying up the game 1-1. Not even a minute has gone by, and we're already seeing them fire back and forth, goal for goal in this moment. Yellow's up in the air, sends it towards the net, and Ryan sends it away. But we have Erishgal going up to the wall. Plamato sends it right back to the backboard. Kato has to put up into the corner in that moment. Oceans and pops Ryan going for a double commit, sending in the 50 there. Ocean tries for a shot, and Kato gets a 50, sends it away back into the corner. Plamato gets a pop-off, sends it off to Pops Ryan, who's up in the air, tries to get a slow touchdown, but Erishgal sends it off into the corner. Kato's there ready and waiting for the play from the Lightning in that moment. And we're seeing them now getting a good feel for each other. I think the Lightning and Dodgers are really going to slow down the play at this point.
And again, the Lightning have some experience seeing Kato and Yellow and how they play from seeing how they played 2s last night. Now, 3s is a completely different game. You have a whole nother player to keep accounted for, but you do get to see some of the individual strengths of some of the players as Yellow slots one under the top bar for the second goal of the game for herself and the Dodgers.
Terrifying accuracy, and I'm calling it now. It's safe to say Yellow is if not the #1 player in ML, at least in the top 3. And it shows in the way she plays. It shows in her stats. Highest MVPR, highest value of goals, highest amount of saves. And she has a 71 Sprocket rating right now. That means that she has been playing so well that Sprocket is putting her in the highest category they can. with this rating in the moment. As the ball is bouncing off the post right now, Oceans takes control, gets it around Erishgal. Erishgal left in the corner as Kato scrambles to get the ball. Soft touch off the wall in that moment, but the ball's heading over into the Lightning side once again as Erishgal is up in the air. Might be looking for a pass to Yellow, cannot get it as Plamato is up in the air, sends it away, and Kato tries to get another touch off the wall, but Yellow's there to help out. Sends it off to the center, looking for a passing play to Erishgal, who sends it home.
And these are the passing plays that we were talking about before the start of the game that the Dodgers are so dangerous with. We saw it last night in twos, and it's starting to come out again here in threes. They're just picking apart this Lightning defense. Now, still half the game left to play. The Lightning have definitely had a decent amount of offensive pushes. They just have to start converting these into points. I want to start seeing some more passing coming out of them, but you do have to remember, this is game 1 of a 7-game series. Lots of Rocket League left to be played here. Do not be surprised if the Lightning make an adjustment after this game and how they're playing. But, again, still half the game left to play. Lots of time left here as Pops trying to catch up to this one on the right wall. Kato already up in the corner waiting, booms it right back onto the Lightning side of the pitch. Erishgal with a nice 50 there, but Plumato's starting to drive it away. Yellow pitching it off the sidewall. Erishgal is there looking for a bump. Great job by Oceans there, seeing the bump, pausing for it, and still being able to make the save.
Good field awareness in that moment, but the ball's still heading towards the target. Oceans there to get that save from the 50, and Oceans, Erishgal gets a demo on Plumato. That might be the opening they need to get another goal and take the lead 3 goals away from the Lightning in that moment. 1:35 left.
And this is just a great play from Yellow, not only getting the pass off the back wall for Kato, but also getting the bump onto, I believe that was Oceans, that she was kind of bumping around there on the side wall. And that was something that we saw a lot from her last night as well, was the physicality with the bumps and demos. So I'm definitely going to be looking to see more of those coming out as this series progresses. 90 seconds left to play here. 3-goal lead for the Dodgers. The Lightning definitely have an uphill battle to fight here in game 1, but again, it is just game 1. Still 6 more games potentially after this, and that almost is a shot going in for Plumato.
Potentially 6 more games, but it feels like Dodgers just want the series to end immediately. Yellow, 100% goal participation right now. She has either set everyone up or honed in every shot, takes that ball all the way to the side. Oceans is in the air right now. It's looking for a pass off the backboard. Soft touch. Gets it around 2 defenders. Sends it home.
And Erishgal is almost able to get back for it, but unfortunately just a little bit too late. Ends up being credited with an own goal here. But what an angle from Oceans to slot it over both defenders and really making it an awkward save for Erishgal there at the end there. And as I've been saying throughout this game, 55 seconds left to play. All of a sudden, that 3-goal lead has been cut down to 2 as Plumato sends that one away. Yellow getting a back pass there for Kato. That almost looked like it was a mistouch. When you see Kato there, you realize it's a back pass. Oceans, a little bit awkward, floating that in front of his own net, but Pops Ryan is able to clear that one away.
Can we talk about how much trust you need to have in your teammate to set up a good, effective back pass?
Oh, yeah.
And Yellow and Kato have that chemistry. We've seen them dominate in twos. I think threes, they just need to pull Erishgal into the mix, and they have an unstoppable force right now. And that can be shown in the lead and the score at the moment. Lightning struggling to find some kind of offensive push in this first game, but Plumato's doing everything he can to get this ball across the field over into the corner right now. Oceans is there, double commit with Pops Ryan, a little bit too quick there. Yellow gets demoed by Oceans. That ball's rolling into the net though as Erishgal sends it home.
And this is great positioning from Erishgal to see how Oceans was going to be trying to make this save, positioning himself in such a way to be able to read it off the sidewall, and what would have been a save ends up being a dunk goal. With 2 seconds left, the Dodgers regain their 3-goal lead and look to take this game 1 with a scoreline of 5-2, and that will, in fact, be the final scoreline.
And again, shout out to Yellow, again, the star player on the team, but we cannot count on Erishgal and Kato, especially in that last goal. Kato, it was very subtle. I think it was hard to see, but Kato was actually going in for a bump there to disrupt the defense and give Erishgal that opening. And we saw that hesitation in that Lightning defender who had to slow down and then try to get the last-minute pinch, but Erishgal's already there just sending the ball in. and adding a nail in the coffin for that game 1 win.
And that physicality is something that we've been seeing out of the Dodgers all season, and something that I'm waiting to see come out of the Lightning. I feel like once they start making those decisions to make those bumps, make those demos, and not necessarily like go out of their way to do it, but when you're making your offensive and defensive rotations, kind of just see where you can make a disruption and really start kind of thinking about how they can open up the field for themselves, because there's flashes, right? There's little lights at the end of the tunnel for what the Lightning are doing here with their offense. And I think they need just a little bit in terms of individual effort to come out. Like sometimes you just need that one flashy play, that one really awesome performance out of one player to lift up the entire rest of the team. It'll be interesting to see if any of these guys step up here. Now, Game 2, Lightning have got to speed up just a little bit, I think, in how they're doing their challenges, and they really need to hold that midfield line.
I do think the hesitation they showed just to feel out what the Dodgers were doing is what killed them that game 1. And now as we go into Neo Tokyo, let's see if we can find some new power behind the Lightning as that ball gets dangerously close to net there. 50 from Erishgal and Pops Ryan sends all the way over to the Lightning side. Kato gets tries to get a touch, misses it just barely. Ball's heading back to Erishgal. Erishgal has that on target, sends it home.
And this is just some unfortunate positioning there from Plumato and Oceans. Neither one of them close enough to the net to be able to make this save. And just a banger shot from Erishgal off the corner. Definitely a lot more speed than I think either Lightning defender was anticipating. So 15 seconds in, we already see the Dodgers once again up 1-0. And the Lightning still have plenty of time here. They just have got to start getting these offensive to defensive rotations, or excuse me, defensive to offensive rotations going. And I think they need to start looking for more clears to pass and just general passes upfield, because the way that they're doing their clears right now is they're just kind of booming it downfield. And that clear control is something that the Dodgers are doing so much better than the Lightning. And that's really what's giving them this offensive advantage.
Absolutely. And there's also the touches right in front of the net. Sometimes I've seen them, I think, twice now, maybe 3 times I count last game, where they would just go up for the ball and they would just miss the touch. They need to ensure they get that touch, or else Dodgers are going to have an opening to take that ball away. Ball's popped up in the air. Plumato tries to get a shot on target, but Kato's there to interfere, sends it up the field onto the side, looks for a solo play, a little bit too far, too fast, too furious. Yellow tries to redirect, cannot, back passes instead to Erishgal. Erishgal a little bit too far forward. Kato coming in for the 50, and Erish is up in the air. A little bit more power behind it. Passes to Kato and holds it in.
Oh, and I saw this starting to develop. As soon as Erishgal comes off the wall, you see Kato just waiting for him in the midfield, and then a fantastic angle to not only slot it by the defender, but tuck it just inside the right side goalpost there. Beautiful play by the Dodgers, and it is that teamwork that won them a championship last night, and they are looking to try and go for a second one here, as now with 2 goals up, 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to play, the Lightning are fighting to try and stay in this game too.
And Dodgers showing why they are so terrifying as a team, putting shots on net again and again and again. They've shut down Yellow pretty effectively right now, but you can't forget it's a three-person game. Erishgal and Kato looking for each other the entire time, making solo plays, passing out to each other. It's the reason why they're carrying this lead in the moment, as Lightning are trying to get another setup, try to shut down the defense of the Dodgers in that moment, but cannot get a good offensive push as Plumato takes it up the corner. Erishgal gets a pass out. Yellow barely misses a touch on that. Ball flying out a bit too fast. Kato pops it in the air, looks for Erishgal. Pops Ryan, keeps control, keeps it forward, gets it around Yellow. The ball's up in the front of the net, and Oceans and Kato meet in the air just to send it into the corner.
And another thing to kind of keep in mind here is the psychological aspect of all this. There's a little bit of stream jitters that you can sometimes see out of teams. These guys all have experience playing on stream, but it's a whole different beast when you're playing on stream in a grand finals. 2 of the 3 players of the Dodgers did it just last night, so they're going to be a lot more comfortable in this setting, whereas none of these Lightning players played in that series last night. So this is their first time this season in this situation, playing in a game of this caliber on stream. And so that can be something that's potentially playing into this as well. They just need to calm down a little bit, focus up, really focus on the small aspects of their game, as Erishgal just floats that one in. I think he made the initial touch like on his own 25 here.
I could have sworn that Kato went up for that touch and almost did, but I don't think he even need to.
No, that was a fake. Kato went up and actually faked out both defenders there. They thought that he was going for another redirect. He ends up backing off at the last second, so neither defender is able to get in position to save the actual shot, which came from Erishkal. So that was just an extremely heads-up play by Kato to fake the tap there as Pops Ryan barely saves that one off the crossbar. Kato going for the double, and he is going to get it. What a shot from Kato.
Someone hit exclamation POTW in the chat, please, and clip both those plays for me. Just back-to-back goals between Erishkal and Kato right now. Putting on a clinic. Yellow, having enough of the spotlight, shares it with the team and lets them get those goals. She has not done much this round outside of getting demos and bumps. Maybe a little bit touches off the ball. But Erishkal and Kato, in the meantime, putting on a clinic and shutting down everything the Lightning want to do. They've switched up the entire strategy from last game and thrown them for a loop. As Erishkal looks for a touch, Pops Ryan gets a savior in that very moment. What can the Lightning do to recover for the next game? Right now, they're looking at a 0-2 situation in the moment.
Well, getting a goal at some point in this game, I think, is going to do wonders for them in terms of getting some momentum going for them for the rest of the series. Plamato firing that one towards the back wall. Pops Ryan is there. Pops at center, but Oceans is opting to play a little bit further back. I think, again, it comes down to the clears and the battle at the midfield line, which the Dodgers are absolutely dominating as Erishkal slots that one in off the assist from Yellow.
Pops Ryan is the defensive man right now, but he can't really do much by himself. Lightning need to step it up and pay attention to those rotations. Just both of the players in the backcourt caught in the same corner and giving that opening for Erishkal to put the ball right into the net there. Pops Ryan sends it all the way over into the corner right now. Kato gets a touch. Plamato is looking for a shot off the ceiling here. Might get a flip. No, gets saved by Kato in the last moment. Plamato stuck in the net, and Erishkal jumps up in the air. Pops Ryan meets him there. Kato sends it off to the corner. Plamato's looking for another touch, but gets a 50 off of Kato. Oceans all by himself right now, but Yellow's on the prowl in this moment. Gets it around one, passes off to Erishkal, bounces off the post. Plamato misses the touch. Pinch from Pops Ryan, and Oceans. Ball's heading towards the net and cannot get it on target. Yellow gets a save there, but another chance for the Lightning. Ooh. No, gets squeezed out in the last moment. Come on, Lightning.
And a huge double commit there from the Lightning as well. It didn't look like they knew who exactly was going to be taking that shot. Plamato trying to receive this pass, looking to do something with it, but that is going to be sent to the left wall. And as the clock starts winding down the last couple of seconds here, Cole, we are going to see the Dodgers taking a 2-0 series lead here and having the chance to put the Lightning on an early match point. Now, as I say that, we saw in a very similar situation to this last night with the Lightning taking a 2-0 series advantage over the Dodgers. The Dodgers then came back and just steamrolled over them for the remaining 4 games and ended up taking it 4-2 at the end of the series. The way that this has been playing out, I'm going to need to see something very different out of the Lightning in Game 3 to feel like they're going to have the confidence to pull that off, but they still have the potential to do so. They've got to get these clears under control, and they really have to just start kind of calming down and getting back to basics here, because it's their defensive rotations are just so off. They're spaced out. They're not exactly where they need to be when they need to be there, and they're just letting these passes pick them apart. So they really have to get faster on their challenges and make sure that they're where they need to be on their defensive positioning.
Yeah, looking at the numbers here, I'm looking at the entire lineup they have had. This is their star players. Plamato, highest MVPR rating, highest sprocket rate, well, third highest sprocket rating. Pops Ryan actually has the highest here, but Plamato usually leads in goals, leads in saves, leads in just carrying the team. And Pops Ryan, 22-3 record from the regular season. Plamato with a 25-10 record. Typically, they should, in this situation, they should be kind of leading a little bit more, but I feel like they've been caught in their back foot, stuck in the net, or getting removed entirely. I need the Lightning to get a little bit more aggressive and shut down the Dodgers' passing lanes, shut down the control that they have, get in their face, take them away from the ball, and make sure the Dodgers do not get a chance on their side of the net. As we see the kickoff heading straight forward, Oceans gets a save, and we're heading into Sovereign Heights for match 3 right now with the Lightning in a almost desperate position going on.
The other thing that's giving the Dodgers this significant advantage has been the 50s. It just feels like they haven't lost a single 50 all series as Yellow tries to pinch that one in off the ceiling. And a lot of that, honestly, Cole, comes down to the speed of challenges. And it's not just the speed of it, it's when the challenge is being made as Pops Ryan puts the first goal of the game on for the Lightning. And that is exactly what the Lightning needed to get some momentum going back in their favor here at the start of Game 3.
Pops Ryan gets it around to Erskal. Oceans pinches that ball out with such speed the Dodgers could not get back into a defensive rotation to save the ball for their lives. And Pops Ryan just comes in and saves the day. Can that be the spark that they need to get momentum going here? I'm hoping so with Pops Ryan. I want the Lightning. I want to see a series going on here. And as much as I love the Dodgers, Lightning, I believe in your strength right now. Pops Ryan gets a 50 into the center here. Oceans pops it right back over to Pops. Pops takes it to the middle, but Erskal's there, sending it away. Plamato gets another touch. And that moment, that ball's hanging around the middle in the moment. Pops Ryan's up in the air, tries to get around Yellow, does so. Kato sends it off the corner. That ball's heading on target. Erskal gets a save, pops it right back out, and sends it away. Oceans gets a 50 off the double touch from the Dodgers in that moment. And that ball's heading towards the net, but Yellow sends it away.
And the Lightning have completely flipped the switch in terms of offense here in this Game 3. But Yellow getting the double demo on both defenders clears the net out for Erskal to get the tying goal here. And that is the physicality that Yellow has been known for all season.
Can we call that bullying? I feel like that's very mean.
Like, that's just cyberbullying.
That's just cyberbullying. Like, Yellow, calm down. 1-1, Yellow with that huge demo, giving the Dodgers back in the game 1-1 right now. Another demo as I'm talking the entire time. I think Yellow's decided that the Lightning just need to be off the field the whole time. Passes off the backboard. Oceans gets a deflection. Kato keeps control. Erskal wants to get physical as well. Pops Ryan for a loop. Gets spawned in right on the side next to the ball, takes the boost, and Yellow passes it in front of the net. Erskal tries to put it in, but Pops is still taking control. Sends it up to Plamato. Pops gets a demo on Kato, but the ball is still heading towards the target right now.
Ooh.
Pitches right past Kato, gets a save in the very last moment.
And Ocean got a fabulous dunk there, but like you said, Kato was just barely able to get himself between the ball and the goal to keep that one from going in. Kato getting chased by Oceans. That is going to ring off the top bar. Ryan's shot is... Ryan ends up getting the assist. Plamato gets the shot. I'm losing track of what I'm saying.
It's hard to keep track right now. They're just going for bump after bump, all getting tangled into the mass of metal and demolitions. And this is what we need from the Lightning. The physicality that the Dodgers are showing us, we need to see from the Lightning right now. And they were able to get in there. Just soft bumps are enough to get a play going. Plamato sends that ball off the backboard, tries to get it to Oceans, but Oceans cannot make the connection. Leaves the call on dial. Plamato sends it away, gets a save from Kato's shot. Erskal keeps it in play, passes off to Yellow. Yellow a little bit too hard, or maybe that's just the setup Kato needs, who sends it into the corner, pinches with Yellow, and the ball's heading forward with Pops Ryan. Sending it right to Erskal, who sends it into the corner in that moment. Lightning on their back foot right now. Team bomb in the middle there. Sends it up around the corner. Looks for a passing play. Can the Lightning get another goal going for them and get some insurance against the Dodgers? Because they will not give up this match.
Yeah, the Lightning absolutely need to get one more goal here because they should not at all feel comfortable with a one-goal lead against this Dodgers team. But this is a desperate must-win Game 3 here for the Lightning because they do not want to go on to match point down 3-0 against this particular Dodgers lineup because that may just be an insurmountable hill to climb. But they are holding on to this one-goal lead as we start approaching the 90-second mark left in this game. That ball's going to ring off the corner. Yellow going for it, but a great 50 from Plamato keeps that one from going in. Pops Ryan getting bumped by Yellow on the sidewall here, so not quite able to line up with it and get a pass. Kato losing that 50 to Oceans, but Yellow is right there to clear it away. Plamato waiting for the catch. Going to try and boom it away from his own corner, looking to send it back towards mid. Pops Ryan coming up for the change-up assist. That has some legs, but it is going to hit off the crossbar. Pops Ryan gets the bump. Plamato not able to follow up. This could potentially be an open net, but Pops Ryan is able to get back and make the save. Now, we're seeing potentially an open net here for the Lightning, but no, Erskal is able to collect it at the last second. Both teams had a chance at a goal. Neither team capitalized. 60 seconds left to play. Cole, what is this game?
I don't know. the recoveries have been so different from game 1 and game 2, and the Lightning have shown themselves to be a different team, but at the same time, they're missing shots like that. What is going on? This is Master League. You are right below SSL. I mean,
good players can make mistakes
on their back foot. Oh goodness, that'd be a shot. Nope, never mind.
Ocean's getting a team bump there with Plamato. Yellow getting it over the top of Plamato. The Dodgers trying to get a last-second offensive push here with 30 seconds left to go, trying to take this into overtime or even potentially take the last-second victory. Ocean's taking that away from Yellow. Ryan sending it right back to Ocean's on the wall. That's going to fire towards the right side. Airskal is going to catch up to it, but does get demoed by Pops Ryan for his trouble. Plamato and Oceans getting the double commit there, ending up with a little bit of a team bump, but got enough of a shot onto that clear to keep it from being dangerous. 3 seconds left here. Pops Ryan is going to send that one away. Yellow chasing it, trying to keep it up, and no, that will find grass. So the Lightning, by the skin of their teeth, get away with a Game 3 win here, taking the series to a 2-1 advantage.
I'm going to say this now. Honestly, if the Dodgers had scored within those last 5 seconds, I think they would have taken this game too.
Oh, yeah.
That's how dangerous they are right now. But the Lightning able to find that one little spark they need. Now it's 2-1 in the series. Can they keep this going forward? Well, we see a role reversal from the twos match yesterday where they will come back and reverse sweep against the Dodgers. Only time will tell. And overall, how are you feeling about this Lightning new changeup, their new strategy that they push forward right now? A little bit more physical, fortunately.
So this is exactly what they needed to do in this Game 3. They came out playing much faster. The defensive rotations were a lot cleaner. You could definitely, the reason the Dodgers started pulling out all those demos and bumps early in the game there to kind of open up the net was because they had no other way to get past that defense from the Lightning. So they had to do something, which just goes to show how much better the Lightning's defense was in this Game 3. All over the pitch, their speed was just much better. They were able to keep their offensive pressure going for longer. Their clears were a lot more consistent, and they definitely just played an overall better game in that Game 3. It looked like they finally kind of got themselves together and really showed up to play. So now, are they going to be able to keep that going here in this Game 4 and tie the series up, or are the Dodgers finally going to be able to try and put them on match point as Plamato takes that one out of the way of Airskal?
I believe that the energy the Lightning had put forward last game will carry into this one. Oceans with a slight mistouch, but the Dodgers not taking advantage of it. Plamato puts that ball forward, and Cato keeps it right in the center. That could have been a mistake as the ball bars down and bounces right on out from the shot from Pops Ryan. Yellow gets a flip reset, sends it into the corner, and Ocean sends it all the way back across, right into the other corner. Cato is up in the air right now, gets an air dribble, tries to get a touch on Pops, but Pops is able to dodge around and sends it away. And Plamato has a chance to take control here. Yellow getting in the way, getting some bumps, getting mean, and is unfortunately the wrong play to make as Ocean sends that ball home.
And Yellow trying to do the right thing, trying to bump Plamato away from getting that pass, but unfortunately ends up bumping him into it a little bit, and then Oceans is just right there for the follow-up. So the Lightning once again striking first here in this Game 4 as we are barely 60 seconds into this game. The Dodgers are really trying to not lose a second game in a row here to this Lightning team. Yellow, the pass down to Cato. Cato, flip reset towards the back wall, not able to slot that one into the upper 90 as that one does get saved away. Now Yellow firing it off the back wall. Does get a demo on the Plamato as well.
Ball still in control by the Dodgers in this moment, but Plamato's there to get the save, avoiding the bump from Airskal. Yellow tries to fake out Plamato. Plamato's straggling for some boost here as Pops Ryan sends it towards the net, but Cato sends it away, keeps it alive and far and fast. Gets the pass from Yellow and sends it right in home.
Wow. 92 miles an hour, that shot from Cato. First off, great pass from Yellow and just fantastic job from Cato to be in position here. The speed on that ball, the pass and the shot is the only reason that goes in, because if that was any slower, there was plenty of time for the Lightning to get there. There were Lightning players all over the goal to try and save that, but the speed from that was just insane.
The speed is terrifying. I could not clock that, and I think if a cop saw that, they would not pursue that for a speeding ticket. They would give up right then. Ball heading over into the Dodgers side in the moment. Cato takes control here, but Pops Ryan tries to get a touch, misses the touch as Cato keeps it up and alive. Tries to set up a solo play, bounces off the post. That ball's still alive in front of the net, and Pops Ryan sends it forward all the way to Oceans. Plamato tries to get a touch in that moment, and Ocean's last person back tries to get a save. Erishgal tries to put a shot on net and gets it sent away. Ocean's opportunity here, tries to set up for a pass, sends it off the wall. Plamato misses the touch as Kato takes a slow touch here, looks for a shot, passes it off. Oceans is there, pops it up in the air, pops Ryan, sends it home all the way, and bounces off the post. Can that go in? Plamato finishes the play.
Oh my goodness, I thought Kato was gonna just rip this out of the goalpost, but no, Plamato is there to dunk it over the top and finish that off. Kato almost with a heroic save, but the Lightning are gonna once again take a 1-goal lead in this game. They're now up 2-1, just over half the game left to play, and they are keeping all of the momentum from that game too, as Pops Ryan puts it underneath, and that is gonna be the 3rd goal of the game for the Lightning.
Pay attention to this tangle here, because Pops Ryan also bumps into Erishgal, who I think is out of boost, or at least low boost, cannot recover in time. Dodgers are thrown all out of sort, and Pops Ryan just says, yeah, I'll put the ball in. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with getting another point for insurance. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this match. Lightning have everything in their favor, but can Yellow put the ball on net? Erishgal has to block the save as Pops Ryan sends it out, but Erishgal cannot get control as Oceans follows the ball, shadows it around, tries to get it around, and Yellow takes control. Gets bumped by Pops Ryan, but Kato is there, sending it over the defender. Ocean scrambles. Plamato with the missed touch. That might be an own goal.
Oh no.
What did I just say?
Oh,
what just happened?
Oh no, Plamato. This is one where the Lightning just need to set the controllers down, take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out, go, okay, that happened, moving on. That's just something that you have to get over that. That's an unfortunate mistouch there from Plamato, leading to the own goal, but still 2 minutes left here. They still have a lead, but that lead is quickly closing, and the Dodgers will take momentum if it's given to them. Yellow trying to chase around the defenders, but not able to connect with anybody. Erishgal taking this one off the side wall here. Not much boost to work with. Yellow has a shot. Oceans with the save. That was a fantastic pre-jump there by Oceans.
Oceans just predicting where that ball's going and getting a great reward for it. Pops Ryan is trying to get a shot off from that save.
Oh, what a
bounces
50.
Off one. What a 50 indeed. It hits off the crossbar. Ocean tries to put the ball right back in. Lightning scrambling back. Plamato bumps Pops Ryan. Miscommunication there as he tries to go back post. But maybe that's what the play needs. Ocean gets the pass up for Plamato and puts it in. Gets that insurance back that they need.
And the Dodgers fully committed on that offensive push and just did not come away with the goal, so it results in a quick fast break goal in favor of the Lightning. And unfortunately, when you play with an offense as aggressive as the Dodgers do, those are goals that you're sometimes going to just give up. Usually, though, the Dodgers are going to have the offense to keep up with that and kind of make up for when they allow those things to happen. But they really haven't had that much in Game 3, and now here in Game 4, the Dodgers offense really has just almost been nowhere to be seen. They've had a couple of flashes, but the Lightning have just done a fantastic job of shutting them down. They've been making the challenges early, and they've been not allowing the passing plays to happen since Game 2, which is exactly what I said they needed to do, and they've been doing it very well.
I think one thing to point out is they've been more prepared to predict the 50s. Plamato with the shot from the pass by Oceans, who just 50'd it off of Kato right into Plamato's waiting bumper.
And this is great placement from Plamato as well, getting the right angle on his car to send it with as much power as he possibly could without putting too much power on it. They ended up crossbarring it like most of us would. But either way, great shot from Plamato. Gives his team a 3-goal advantage going into the final 45 seconds here. Starting to get tight here for the Dodgers. Technically still having a chance mathematically, but it is getting more and more dire here as it's looking more and more like the Lightning are going to take the series to a 2-2 tie, as Oceans trying to send that one. Kato going towards the backboard, trying to get the double, but not able to get it. Ends up putting it wide to the left. Pops Ryan not quite able to connect with that 50. Yellow trying to push the offense herself. Gets the ball put right over the top and bumping the defender as well, but a great lower 50 coming out of Pops Ryan there as we go into the final 15 seconds of this game.
Final 15 seconds, and at this point, I think Dodgers just need to get ready for that readjustment. They need to anticipate those 50s now. They need to... let me double check the scores here, but yeah, the entire Lightning roster has been involved in every single goal in some way, shape, or form for about 80% of them. And just have shut down the Dodgers' offensive push. You cannot rely on just Yellow anymore. You can't just rely on Kato and Eric turning the show into their match. You know, they need to change up the way they play, and they need to be more aware of those big booms that the Lightning have been putting out as well.
Well, we were talking last night when we saw the twos matchup in this about the potential of it going to game 7. I think this series has a chance to go all the way here if the Dodgers are able to recover here in this upcoming game 5. The Lightning have just completely flipped the series on its head. I don't know where this offense came from after game 2. They just have turned into a completely different team. They've been dominating at the midfield line. They've been getting the perfect pass to clears, and they've been shutting down the passing plays for the Dodgers. They're not able to get those little midfield passes that they were using to just get goals left, right, and center in the first 2 games. So that's something the Dodgers are going to have to look into, is how can we get these passing plays to start going again, because that's their bread and butter, and that's where they're going to start finding more success again.
And I think the Dodgers in the beginning had the right idea. They just need to find a more opportunistic time to get the demo for the offensive push there. Yellow did a great job of pushing and pressuring the Lightning into the corner with those demolitions, but unfortunately it wasn't really paying off in this match. And the Lightning still, even if they were getting bumped, even if they were getting tossed around, they were able to still score. And we're going into match 5 here, series tied 2-2. Lightning fighting for their life in the moment and having all the momentum in the world. The Dodgers just need to recover here. What can they do to fix that?
So I have just now decided that the team that scores first here is going to have most of the momentum, because as I'm thinking about the rest of the series, the team that scored first in the last 4 games has ended up winning that game in the end. So I think that the first goal is going to be so critical here in this pivotal game 5. One of these teams is going to be on match point at the end of this game. Is it going to be the Lightning? Is it going to be the Dodgers? We're so far starting to tick down the first 60 seconds of this game. I'm pretty sure there's been a goal in the first 30 seconds of every game so far this series, except for this one, as Kato passes that one out to Erishgal, but does get 50'd by Plamato at midfield. Ryans and Oceans both going up there. Luckily for the Lightning, not going to get punished for that double commit, as they're making the Dodgers defense scramble in the left wing corner.
Plamato gets that 50, sends it off to the corner, and Kato pops it right on back. And I have to agree. I think the first team to blink loses. And right now, we're already a minute 15 seconds in, no goal yet. And that's very impressive in NL right now. I think we're going to see a very low-scoring game, knowing I'm probably going to end up wishing I didn't say that later. But Plamato gets the 50 off of Yellow. Yellow scrambling for boost right now. Plamato gets a 50. That ball's on target, could touch in. Still in front of the net right now, and Kato carries it up and away over to Erishgal. Pops Ryan, bumps into Plamato in that moment. Yellow tries to get her around the defender. Plamato pops it up more. Pops Ryan, keeps control. Loses a little bit of momentum there, lets the ball hit the ground, and gets back on defense in front of the net in that moment. Kato is looking for a pass out to the Dodgers. Yellow's there, tries to get a set for Erishgal. Oceans meets him in the middle. No defender left. Yellow. Erishgal puts a shot back in. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Yep, Erishgal was the one that finally got that last touch there. Yellow setting up everything. Erishgal setting it up to the ceiling and then just getting the last touch, as all the defenders for the Lightning ended up vacating the net very, very briefly. But with 3 minutes left to play here, the Dodgers have scored the first goal of the game. As we said, so far in this series, the team that scored first has had the most success going into the games. We'll see if the Lightning are going to be able to change that here and keep themselves from being put on match point, as Pops Ryan trying to push this onto offense. Yellow not quite able to connect with it off the sidewall there. That's going to get centered, but Kato does send it away. Yellow bumping Pops Ryan into a bit of a back pass. Now she's going to try and fire this at the top corner. Does get turned away by Plamato. Plamato still trying to drive it. Does miss his touch there. He was trying to get a boom to send it towards the backboard, but was not able to connect.
You see Kato looking for a demo there, trying to clear out the defenders. Erishgal keeps the ball in control, but Plamato is there. Bounces off of Yellow. Kato and Erishgal on the backcourt right now. Oceans trying to meet the ball up in the air, tries to set up, misses the touch. That ball's heading towards the net. Kato has a double touch opportunity, but Plamato sends it away back into the corner. Yellow's there, anticipating that touch. That ball's still dangerous. No defender in sight. Erishgal almost gets a shot on target, but misses, and it rolls right past the net. Now Plamato with the carry, gets over one, but Yellow's there, gets a 50 off of Yellow, has to go grab some boosts. Pops Ryan looks for a touch and misses. Defenders heading all the way back. Lightning trying to get a touch there. Barely saved by Oceans in that moment. Kato pops it up. Looks for another touch in that moment. Tries to get a bump on Pops Ryan, who sends it forward. Ershgall, smart touch in the corner there. Gets it around one, but cannot get it over both. Yellow 1v1 play against Pops Ryan. Who's the better player here?
Ooh.
With the help from Ershgall, but it bounced off crossbar. Ooh. And Kato saves the day.
I was about to say the better player there was the crossbar, but what a play coming out of the Dodgers. Yellow just barely putting that off the crossbar. Ershgall with a fantastic lead block, but great heads-up play from Kato to be there to finish that up. That just all around was a fantastic offensive push from the Dodgers to extend their lead up to 2 with under 90 seconds left to play. That could have been very dangerous, because if Kato misses his follow-on shot as well, then all 3 members of the Dodgers are stuck in the Lightning net, and the Lightning have a free fast break goal. But now the Dodgers starting to push again. Yellow waiting mid, gonna pop this one up towards backboard. She's gonna go up to follow as well, looking for a soft touch, but Oceans saw the entire way and got a great 50 to save it away.
Kato 50'd off of Plamato. Pops Ryan's up in the air. He needs to carry this past Ershgall. Misses the touch. Ershgall sends it down into the Yellow. Yellow takes control. Oceans gets tries to take the ball, but Yellow's bumped into his path as Plamato challenges Kato. Misses a challenge there. Pops Ryan stays up in the air. Has a chance to put a shot on net there. It's very close, but Yellow is there to save the day and moves it out of the way, all the way into the corner. Kato and Ershgall pinch it out towards the center. Pops Ryan pops it off the backboard. Ocean looks for a shot, and Kato gets another save in that moment as Plamato and the Lightning are scrambling to get a point on the board here and not trying to go quietly into the night and give Dodgers momentum into Game 6. Game 6, that's the count.
We've seen what the Dodgers do with momentum. If the Lightning are even able to get any kind of goal here, I have a much, much brighter outlook for them going into Game 6. But as we tick down into the last couple of seconds here, this Dodgers offense has just been crushing as the Lightning now trying to get some last-second offense going. Yellow with an awkward touch. Pops Ryan tries to put it on, but unfortunately not able to get the angle. So the Dodgers will take a 2-0 victory here in Game 5, and we are going to go into Game 6 with the Dodgers on match point.
I would love the Lightning to win, but I also love the story of the Dodgers running away with the 2s and 3s ML championship titles.
With the same scoreline in both series, it could be.
Exactly, with the same scoreline. You could not write this in a newspaper, in my opinion. Yellow setting up the team, being involved in every play. Kato and Ershgall owing both their goals to her in that play. And the Dodgers just putting on defensive wall, blocking every shot strike from the Lightning in that moment. And the Lightning just being caught in their back foot, not able to get a shot on target, not able to finish a goal that's right in front of the ball, finish the ball in the net, right in front of the goal. Very unfortunate, but I think they can recover. I think we can get to match 7 if the Lightning can pull it together.
I think the biggest thing to point out here is the shot to save ratio. So the Dodgers end up with 5 saves here to the total of 6 shots for the Lightning. So they save all but 1 of the shots on goal that the Lightning have. I think the other one that was on goal ended up ringing off a crossbar or something. So the Lightning just have to start being more creative with how they're taking their shots and where they're taking the shots from. I really want to see some more in-depth passing plays coming out of the Lightning here, because they definitely want to try and make it past Forbidden Temple. They want to get to Champions Field here in 3s. They weren't able to do it in 2s. Let's see if their 3s team can get it done as Pops Ryan tries to put it center, but Kato is there waiting. Yellow does not get a 50 with Plamato. Ershgall sending it back towards the left wing corner. Dodgers trying to get some early offense going. Great 50 for Ershgall, keeping it in the offensive half for the Dodgers. Plamato not able to catch up with it. Yellow coming off the ceiling, but does get her shot saved by Pops Ryan. Now the Lightning trying to clear this one away as Kato goes back for boost.
Kato heading back for boost. Ocean misses the touch there, and Kato takes control here. Is up in the air, looking for a shot on net. Bounces it off the backboard, and Plamato's there to send it away in that moment. And now Ocean has to scramble as Yellow makes a shot on target. Misses and gets a save in that moment. Ershgall takes control, sends it up in the air. Kato. Pops Ryan gets a demo on Yellow, removing her from play as Kato keeps it in the corner. Sends it off to the side, gets a pass out to Ershgall. The ball's right in front of the net, and the Lightning can thank their stars. They're able to get the ball away from their goal. Kato saves the shot from Pops Ryan. Plamato puts the ball towards the net, and gets sent away into the corner as Ershgall up in the air in that moment. Looks for a pass out to the corner. Plamato is there once again. Pops Ryan takes control, keeps it on the ground, I believe, tries to get a pass out to Oceans, but the Dodgers are there to send it away. And Star pops Ryan from any boost.
Uh-oh.
The Lightning need to get back on defense. Kato puts the ball in net and gets a demo on Oceans.
And Kato, with the fantastic aerial control, gets it past one defender, able to keep it going and just barely getting that light touch at the end and getting the demo onto Oceans to boot. What a solo play there from Kato to get the Dodgers started off here in this Game 6. 1-0 lead. Now the Lightning have to fight from being behind again.
And this might be the story that you said. Whoever scores first wins. Clamato tries to put a shot on net. And typically in these moments, my usual call out that I would like to see is I want to see the losing team get more physical, get more demolitions. But I think the Dodgers are just too aware on the field about what's going on in order for demolitions to be effective. In order for bumps to even work, because I feel like they can dodge and weave between each and every one of them. Kato sends that ball right back up, but pops Ryan, tries to center it, misses the touch a little bit. Clamato has all this chance in the world, passes it back, touches pops Ryan, sends him back a little bit further. Pops Ryan has a chance to put a shot on target, misses a little bit off target as Kato sends it into the side. Yellow keeps control. Oceans pounces it all the way over to the backboard. Kato pinches it against the ceiling. Could that be a mistake, though? It's a ball's in front of net. Bounces off the crossbar and all the way out to the side over to Clamato, and the Lightning still have to keep this offensive pressure going.
The Lightning have got to pull out all the stops on offense here. They're down by 1. They're on match point. This is their season on the line here. It is win this game or go home for the season. So you have to take some risks. You have to start getting hyper aggressive as Clamato tries to put a shot on there, but it does get saved away by Kato. Again, I want to start seeing some more passing plays developing from the Lightning, but so far this offensive pressure that they're doing, they're chipping away, right? Eventually this defense from the Dodgers is going to break if the Lightning keep just peppering the net with shots. But with Kato getting a clear like that, that's immediately going to put the Dodgers back on offense. Clamato getting a heroic save there to keep Yellow from putting her team up by 2.
Lightning having to scramble back as Erishgal takes the ball again, has a setup. It's a good setup, but the Dodgers do not take that chance, opting to go for defense instead. Ball heads off into the corner. Clamato touches it with the wheels, sends it over to Oceans. Bump. Yellow with the smart bump on Pops Ryan, sends him all the way into the net and tries to get the read in the air. But Pops Ryan gets a demo on Kato, and Ocean's able to get a goal, tying up the game. 1 minute and 26 seconds left.
And this is what I was talking about. This offensive pressure from the Lightning has been coming all game. Eventually, it was going to break through that defense. And finally, the defense from the Dodgers crumbled, left a wide open net for the Lightning to score. Under 90 seconds left to play here. We have a tie game here on Forbidden Temple as the Dodgers trying to get this lead back. They want to end this game in 6. They do not want to see this go to 7, because if the Lightning take this to 7, this could be very, very dangerous for the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm. And as a team who lost in Game 7 because the other team took it in Game 6, I agree with that. However, Lightning putting all the stops right now as Clamato gets a save off of Yellow with the pinch with the another defender's help. Oceans takes control here, has to go around 2 defenders. It's in the corner in the moment as Yellow sends it upfield. Clamato gets a 50, demos Yellow. Erishgal, no boost to help out and get control, has to scramble back as all the Dodger players are caught on their side of the field, cannot capitalize on that play. Pops Ryan, 50s with, I believe that was Yellow, and Clamato sends it forward, over, around Kato. Kato gets a touch there. Can Pops Ryan put it back in the net? No. Yellow gets a save. Ball's heading right up towards the center of the field there. Clamato has a chance to bounce it off the... No, there's another 50 from the Dodgers in that moment.
Yellow clearing it out towards the side wall. Clamato putting it right back on offense. This Lightning offense has been crushing for the last 30 seconds or so. Double commit from the Dodgers defense there in the left wing corner. Yellow coming in, trying to clear this out. At this point, the Dodgers are just in damage control. They're trying to keep this from being, from losing this game here in the last couple seconds. I think at this point, they're all right just taking the overtime, as that will find Grass and Cole. We are going to overtime here in Game 6. Will the Dodgers be able to squeak it out, or will the Lightning take us to Champions Field in Game 7? Kato missing the touch there, but is able to eventually collect it. Clamato playing it into the corner, off the ceiling. Here comes Oceans, bouncing it out towards mid. Ryan's not able to connect with it. Erishgal playing it towards the center now, looking to try to catch up with it. Looked for the bump onto Oceans, but wasn't able to get it. Yellow putting the shot on, but that is going to get saved away by Clamato. Dodgers keeping it on offense here. Yellow with a soft touch. Erishgal not able to catch up to it as Pops Ryan plays it into the left wing corner. Now Ryan.
Pops Ryan taking control here, tries to look for another setup play. Plamato's in the air. That ball's on target, a little bit too high, and Pops Ryan bounces it down, but no one there to pick up the call in that moment. Oceans gets a 50 off of Erishgal, bumps him into the corner. That might be helping out the Dodgers in that moment. All the Dodgers on that back wall. Erishgal takes possession, looks for another passing play, gets 50 by Pops Ryan. Pops Ryan sends it away from Kato, trying to keep the Dodgers scattered and away from each other, trying to put all this pressure and disrupt their defense. Gets a demo on Erishgal from Plamato. Ball goes in the net. Ocean and Plamato with the teamwork in that moment that they need it and crave it.
And the huge demo from Plamato opens the net up. The water's parted for Oceans, and he slams it home. And in the overtime in Game 6, the Lightning are going to take us to Game 7. This is exactly what we wanted to see from the Master League, especially in threes. It is redemption time for the Lightning.
I am sweating in my office right now. I cannot believe the Lightning were able to pull it off. Plamato and Oceans just working together to ensure that ball gets in the net and gets into that Game 7 for one more chance to win a grand finals game. And Dodgers did everything they could to try and shut him down, but a little bit too aggressive and fighting against that field awareness I called out earlier.
And again, it was just that crushing offense from the Lightning. They just kept chipping away and chipping away and chipping away at the defense of the Dodgers. And eventually the wall crumbled and the Lightning just poured in. And here came the offense. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, Game 7, Champions Field to decide the Season 14 champions of the Master League. Will the Dodgers take it yet again, or will it be the Lightning getting some redemption for their twos team who were not able to get it done last night?
Yellow switching cars here to the Octane, needing to change up the formula, I believe, as Lightning get another touch off to the center. Oceans looking for a pass here. Kato's in the air, pinches it out. What a save! But the ball's still heading towards the net. Can Pops Ryan put it in? No, Kato, it's still there, blocking every chance, and the ball's just rolling right past the net. Pops Ryan using the pit maneuver, trying to keep Erishgal out and turning this into a 2v2. That could be a mistake. Remember, Kato and Yellow are our twos ML Grand Finalist champions in that moment. Ball's heading towards the net there. Not a Lightning around as Oceans gets demoed by Yellow. Kato keeps that ball going forwards, looking for another chance, and Erishgal gets that read off the challenge from the Lightning in that moment. Looks for another play, sends it off, and Pops Ryan is chasing after that ball in that moment.
Kato getting a 50 with Oceans there, was not quite able to make anything happen. Plamato still trying to keep it out of his own side of the field. Erishgal passing it down. Yellow there. Oceans tried to make the save, ended up finishing it up for Erishgal, and the Dodgers are going to take the first goal of Game 7.
Extremely difficult save to make there. If Oceans was just a little bit further back, close to the net, maybe he could have popped it up over the backboard, but just a missed rotation by the Lightning, giving that 1-point lead to the Dodgers in that moment. Almost a minute, 15 seconds have gone by. Right now, Dodgers just need to protect that lead. Demo by Pops Ryan on Yellow. Pass to Plamato. Ball's pinched in front of the net there, but Erishgal's there to get the save. Ocean scrambling back for boost with Pops Ryan. Has a chance for a solo play, but passes it down to Yellow. Ocean's there to pinch. Plamato. Oh, bounces off the backboard and goes away. Dodgers take possession in that. Never mind. Oceans takes it right back. I am wrong.
And this game, the offensive possessions of this game are swinging back and forth, left, right, sideways. Yellow with an open net is going to give her team a 2-goal advantage here. That is the cushion that they need, especially with how the offense from the Lightning has been playing so far. 3 minutes left to play. Dodgers up 2-0. Lightning still have a chance here, but here come the Dodgers, Cole.
Here comes the Dodgers indeed. And Lightning, where was your defense in that moment? What happened? You were all in the forward field there. You were all pressuring the Dodgers net, and you forgot to protect your own. Just a missed rotation on that part. Just a little bit too excited trying to get that point back, and gave that free play to Yellow in that moment. Yellow passing back to Kato, but Plamato's there for the 50. Erishgal, 50s with Plamato. Plamato trying to fight for that ball. the ball's in the air, and Kato get that 50 away. No, it's right in front of the net, and Ryan and Oceans look for the teamwork and get a goal, and sends it right back down to a 1-point game.
And this is great speed from Oceans to get right up in there and slam that in before any defenders can get back for the Dodgers. Great offensive push there from the Lightning. I'm really liking the aggression that I'm seeing out of the front two players in their offense. They just have to make sure that that third man is in that happy medium between far enough back to make a save, but also close enough that he can come up and assist with the goal if necessary. Half the game left to play here on Champions Field. The Lightning have cut the lead down to 1. Now the Dodgers knocking on the door yet again. Yellow going up, but Pops Ryan going up early. That's a double commit from the Lightning, but Plamato sends this one away where Kato is going to be waiting just outside his own box. Yellow passing it mid for Kato. That is going to go towards the left wing corner for the Lightning. Kato not quite able to catch back up with it as Ryan is now trying to clear it away for the Lightning.
Erishko pinches it off the side, passes out to Yellow. Yellow tries to put it on target. A little bit too soft there, but impressive nonetheless to get it that close to the net. Yellow still has control of the ball, and Pops Ryan, last man back, gets a save in that moment. Ocean gets bumped by Plamato, shoved right into the net and yelled at, and you can hear the yell of, please protect the net. The ball's heading towards the goal and gets all the way in. What a shot by Plamato to send it all the way off into the corner from that pinch.
Well, I tell you what, Cole, the Lightning are trying to make this interesting down to the last second. All of a sudden, that 2-goal lead for the Dodgers has been completely erased. It is tie game here. May as well be 0-0 as we approach the last 2 minutes of gameplay here in the Master League season. As that is going to be, what a shot from Kato.
An absolute bullet. What's the speed on that? I got 134 kilometers per hour here. And can we talk about that ingenious midair bump to disrupt that Lightning offense and throw away their rotation? That's the perfect opportunity that Kato and Erishko needed to get that opening alley, just to get that lead back immediately. Plamato and Kato meeting of the minds as they demo each other, putting this down to a 2v2, at least for the moment. Yellow takes the ball. Plamato misjump there, has to scramble back as Erishko keeps the ball off the side, tries to pass out to Kato. Kato cannot get that centered for the team as Pops Ryan chases after it, tries to get it around Yellow. Erishko gets a save in the bottom of the shot. Plamato stays focused in this moment, looks for Pops Ryan. Pops Ryan sends it back. Ocean sends it forward. Yellow gets it over. I believe that was Pops Ryan there as Plamato stuck in the net, and Oceans gets a save, sends it away before Erishko can get that shot in. That ball's staying in the corner for the moment, and Kato anticipates a touch from the Lightning, sets up a shot and sends it home, gets another one for the Dodgers in that moment.
And Kato capitalizing on a little bit of an offensive overcommitment there from the Lightning. They thought they were going to be able to make something work, but Kato just taking it right back into their own open net. Less than 60 seconds left to play here, and the Dodgers have a 2-goal lead. The Lightning have got to get some offense going here quickly, or they are going to watch their season disappear just as fast as Yellow is able to get it over the top of 2 defenders. Just Plamato back on defense. Now, both his friends are able to get back there and help him out. Oceans trying to clear this back out over midfield. Yellow not able to connect with it on the sidewall, but Kato was there. Plamato trying to catch back up with this, but not able to maintain control. 30 seconds starting to tick down now. The Lightning have got to get some offense going quickly here, or this is going to be the Dodgers game.
They have less than 30 seconds left. They can come back. It is possible at least get into overtime, but they gotta put all that pressure forward. At this point, that ball's heading towards the net. That might seal the deal for the Dodgers here, and they will be taking the Grand Finals championship unless some miracle happens. And we have seen it happen before, but it's gonna be a tough one for the Lightning.
Yeah, and as we start getting down into the last 15 seconds here, this is looking like it might be an impossible hill for the Lightning to climb, but they have got to score quickly if they want to stay in this game. Plamato tries to send that one to go, but it will not. Now tries to get a 50 with Kato, but Kato does beat him to it, has another chance at an open net. Kato scores the 6th goal of the game. That is going to put the nail in the coffin, and with 7 seconds left on the scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen, the Dodgers are going to be the undisputed champions of the Master League here in MLE Season 14.
And you have to imagine how proud the general manager, the captains, the franchise manager, and the entire roster is on that ML roster to come home with not 1, but 2 grand final championship wins for 2s and 3s. I mean, the only other way we could do that is if we started doing Rumble in the league in the moment.
And on the other side of this, it has got to be crushing for the Lightning because they had it in their hand 2 nights in a row and just were not able to finish. The Dodgers coming out both times as the better team. This is not a knock on the Lightning. I have never seen a team play so hard and just barely not be able to finish it. So kudos to the Lightning. Congratulations to the Dodgers. But man, what a series, Cole.
What a series. I'm still reeling from that. And the fact the Lightning were able to pull Dodgers, who honestly, I would have pegged for winning in game 5, honestly. But pulling them to game 7 and fighting them toe-to-toe that entire time, bringing back from a 0-2 loss, tying it up, and then bringing it to game 7 at that point, extremely impressive by the Lightning. And even harder loss in that moment. Just fantastic plays from both teams. Great work. Congratulations to you, Dodgers. I know you will be celebrating your Discord tonight. As we go up to the next match, we will be having PL3s, Rhinos versus the Hive, 2 actual number 1 teams